Hi everyone! Welcome to the first Creative Wellness at Home project. In this video, we'll begin by introducing you to this month's art project. We'll talk about the supplies you'll find inside of the supply package that we sent you, as well as those you'll need to find on your own. Then, we will provide you with instructions to complete your project. After this, we'll go through a reflection together. The video will finish with letting you know about upcoming exciting art projects, and we'll provide you with information on how you could share your creation ideas and reflections if you'd like to. For this month's art project, we'll be constructing beautiful yarn wall hangings. Here are some examples. Each of these are unique and can be made personal to you. There's no wrong or right way to create your wall hanging. We'll provide you with guidelines to help you construct your piece. Inside of your supply package, you will find yarn in your desired color palette, a small piece of twine, scissors, and a ruler. You will need to go outside and find a stick measuring approximately 25 centimeters or 10 inches in length. If you happen to find one longer than this, we suggest breaking or cutting the stick to be closer to this length to ensure you have enough yarn to fill your wall hanging. We also recommend that you choose a stick that has a diameter of no more than 1.5 centimeters. To begin, we recommend cutting your yarn to about 56 to 60 centimeters in length. Since the yarn will be folded in half over the stick, this will provide you with an end result length of around 28 to 30 centimeters. If you do decide to go longer, you might need more yarn, and if you cut shorter, you might have excess yarn. There are endless ways to build your wall hanging. You might attach a single strand at a time or multiple strands to make a bundle for knotting or braiding. Regardless of which technique you choose, you will want to leave about 2 to 3 centimeters of space at each end of the stick. Okay, let's go through some of these techniques now. To attach a single strand of yarn, fold the strand in half to where the ends are touching and a loop is made at the other end. Place the folded strand against the back of the stick and pull the loop over the front. Grab the dangling strands from behind and pull them through the loop tight down the front. To attach a double strand or bundle of yarn, repeat the steps for attaching a single strand, except make sure to have the loops of all of the different strands together and pull all of the strands through all of the loops. For creating a braid, you can use more or less amounts of yarn to achieve different braid widths. To achieve a tight, thin braid, attach 3 strands of yarn to your hanging. Separate the 6 hanging ends into groups of 2 and begin to braid. For more dense braids, 6 to 12 strands can be used, each breaking apart the ends into the 3 corresponding groups. You can choose to braid as far down the strand as you want. For a full braid, braid to just a few inches before the very ends of the strands to ensure you have enough space to tie a knot. Stopping a braid midway through the strands and tying the knots off at a midpoint will give you a beautiful half-braided, half-flowing design. As with braids, you can create different sizes of knots by using more or less strands of yarn. There are various designs you can create with knots. You might tie multiple knots down each bundle of yarn to create a section of knotted strands, or you might take a large bundle and knot a quarter to a half of the way down to create big knots with flowing ends. When all of your pieces of yarn have been attached, cut out the length of twine you would like for hanging your wall art. Tie the twine to each side of the wall art where the yarn begins. You also can create any cutting design for the ends of the yarn. You might consider cutting the strands to be all a similar length, or you can cut the bottom of the yarn into any design, such as a diamond, diagonal, or chevron shape. Once you feel that your artwork is complete, the next part of the video will be about reflecting on your creation. During the reflection portion of the video, feel free to press pause and take a few moments to gather or write down your thoughts. Do you have any thoughts on why you chose the color mixture that you did? Do the colors possibly represent you, your personality, or your strengths in some way? Might the colors represent aspects or strengths of your community or culture? For example, someone might have chosen green or blue to bring in elements of nature in health and well-being. Do you think there are practices, traditions, or values from your community or culture that should be incorporated into healthcare, or that should be better understood by healthcare providers? What are your thoughts about how creativity, arts, and culture might be related to health and wellness? We have many exciting upcoming creative wellness art projects. Some ideas are beading, painting on canvas, air-dry clay sculpting, weaving, and learning more about cultural and traditional teachings from Indigenous artists. Keep an eye out on our website, www.healtharts.ca, for when registration for the next month of wellness activities opens. We also have a new wellness video series for Indigenous families coming very soon, called Creative Wellness at Home with Marian Erickson. Marian is putting together some fantastic videos, the first of which will be her leading you through beaver hide tanning while talking about wellness. Marian is also planning on some great videos about keeping in touch with our elders safely during the COVID-19 pandemic, considering careers in the healthcare field with interviews with Indigenous healthcare providers, working with birch hearts and other land-based activities, and many more exciting topics. Would you like to share your creation with others? Here's how to do it. You can tag us or send us a message on any of our social media accounts, which are listed to the right. You can choose whether you share an anonymous photo of your artwork or whether you include yourself in your image. By choosing to share with us, you are giving us permission to share on our other social media sites or our website. And we also might include your photo and description in photo reports we share about our programs. From everyone at the Health Arts Research Center, thank you so much for joining us for this month's project. We hope you'll join us again for future creative wellness activities. Take care and see you next time.